Hui. Well, good morning. I hope you guys had a good Halloween. We had a pretty good one here. What did we do? Ate a lot of food and played card games. Played Avalon. It was pretty fun. Hey iddies, good morning. Yeah, so there was absolutely zero trick-or-treaters at our place last night. Maybe we're just too creepy. We're that creepy that we scared them all away. Although our street here has no lights at all, except for this one creepy cult-looking building next door, so maybe that's also part of why nobody came. No children came, at least. What am I doing? What am I doing? Whoa. Hello, Nookie. Good morning. Trying to figure out what I'm doing today. I think I'm in a greasy mood here. About to get greasy. There we go. Oh, and I thanks to I forget who it was. Somebody suggested the correct way to make these erasers. Remember the one that you want. So before I was complaining because I couldn't get the control eraser to be the hard eraser, and somebody pointed out that you just go over to the brush settings, and then I think it's the pin over here. So if we switched it to eraser soft and pin it, then I think, yeah, there we go. So then it remembers to use the soft eraser. So I want, let me go over here. Here we go. Pin it. Oh wait, what was that? Create a set of predefined. Oops. I did not want to do that. I shouldn't have pressed that. Let me close this. No key. I'm not sure yet. I mean, this is what? Yeah, this popped up yesterday. The vertical tabs. I think they look fine. I guess it makes sense to have more space by putting them vertically. Oh wait, we can't drag across them like we used to do with the other icons. I'm sure they'll be adding that in later, but I don't know. They're okay so far. In my opinion, the whole properties panel should be broken out a little bit. Like, I feel like the render settings and maybe scene settings and possibly world settings could all be together in a different panel, like aside from properties. I feel like properties just has so much stuff in it. It's a little bit overwhelming. Well, and with that in mind, I've been kind of working on some menus that takes some parts of the properties panel. So like and they're pop-ups. So if we have a mesh type object selected, it'll present us with certain options like modifiers or whatever. So if we start mirroring it and doing subdivision or whatever, we'll get the modifiers in there, because I feel like depending on what you have selected, what type of object you have selected, you probably are wanting to see certain settings. Like, let's say if we have a light, selected, like a point light, let me make it visible. Then if I press that same key, if I bring up that same menu, it should know that I have a light selected, and therefore I want to control all of the light settings, like the color and the this and the that or whatever. And also what I'm trying to do with this little pop-up menu is only present the most common things. So this to me is all the common stuff. Like, we can change the type, light type, the color, and the shadows. But if you go into the regular properties for light, I feel like there's a bit more stuff in here. It's also bigger. Like, this menu is very large here, and you have to scroll to go through it, which I think is not ideal. I would want this to all be presented in a compact like menu that you can see all at once. And I don't need to see custom properties here because I've never even used that. I don't even know what this does. And I don't really need to see the preview either. So it's just about taking the most common stuff and putting it in a compact menu that pops up right over the mouse, so we don't have to dig through stuff. And then so let's say if we have a mesh object selected, I'm going to bring up the same pop-up menu, and now it presents us with the modifiers for that object, and also the location, rotation, scale, and dimensions for the object. And so, like, if or let's say we have a camera selected here, now we get all the camera properties. And I'm also trying to mix, I think it makes sense that if we have a camera selected, we might also want to be able to choose which one is the render camera here. We could switch render camera. We could change the resolution here, render resolution, frames, frame step, depth of field, focus, all clipping. So all the common camera stuff and render settings, common render settings. I mean, I still have to figure this out more, but I think this has most, like 99% of the stuff that I need to change is all right here for cameras. Otherwise you'd have to go dig in here, and I think this menu here is a little bit big for the information that it's presenting. So this is more compact, and we also get the render settings in the same spot. So here we'd have to go switch stuff here, and then switch back over here, and then switch stuff here, and then go back and forth, and it's a pain. So I also want to do possibly a menu. I was thinking maybe if we deselect everything and hit the same menu, then we might get like the global settings, like world settings, properties, render settings, global things that don't have to do with any objects selected. So I think that might be cool. Like, okay, we have a light probe selected. I hit the same menu. It gives me all the light probe options here. I can change the grid of the light probe. So I mean, it's cool because you can have all of these different things on the same menu, same key. I don't have to remember a different key, right? This is all gonna work no matter what you have selected. I mean, it's not done yet. I'm still trying to pick out. I have to do one for every different type of thing. Let's see if we have a grease pencil. Do I have one? Yeah, so that if I have a grease pencil selected, it will show us the grease pencil modifiers, and we can add grease pencil modifiers here. So I think that's useful. I think that'll be good. I just need to keep thinking about it and using it and try to figure it out. One thing that I think well, the dream is of course to be going full screen and doing all your modeling in full screen, and then you just pop up these menus. Like you could pop up the materials menu, pop up a regular properties menu, and then everything else you just handle in here with our pies. But the one thing that we're missing here is the ability to do pop-ups for different area types. Like I want to have a pop-up for an outliner, or some way to access the outliner without having to actually take up the whole screen or like change the area type. You know, I just want a little tiny outliner pop-up that will go away when you're done. I would like a little images pop-up, possibly. I don't know, just the ability to turn any of these areas into a pop-up would be great. I'm trying to figure it out, but it seems like some of that code is not available to Python, so I can't figure it out yet. But I mean, hopefully, maybe somebody who knows what they're doing will figure it out and be able to make pop-ups out of the outliner. Anyways, good morning, Igor. Morning, Rune. Morning, Noki. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think they've got it handled already. I just want to. I like just doing it like this. It would be cool to work more closely with Bill Rainish, but yeah, I try to talk to him on the development the developer forum, and he's pretty great. So yeah, hopefully I can keep contributing that way. Okay, anyway, let's go back. Oh, do you guys have any, like, if you could change one thing in Blender, what would it be? Or what would your main feature request, or if you could, it's kind of a dumb question, but like, yeah, if you could redesign the UI or change one paradigm about the UI, what would it be? I think for me it would be more pop-ups. I really love pop-ups, and I feel like they would clean stuff up a lot. To be able to work like full screen like this would be nice. Okay, let's see. Hello, Skyward. Good morning. Pop-Tart Tech. Yep. So here we go. So we got a grease pencil going, and I'm just gonna hit V to bring up my little pop-up, and then I can add a mirror, and that's it. I could keep adding stuff, but I think let's see, thickness. Cool. I can keep going here. What am I drawing? An insect, possibly? Yeah, exactly. I think it's very non-invasive. Non-invasive pop-ups. Let's see, let's make the thickness. Could add a hue saturation. Create materials. Chipmunk? What does that mean? I saw somebody on the developer the guy who's making the new bevel modifier was saying that he would like to see like a warning system for beginners, and I think that would be pretty good, like where you it pops up with common errors that a beginner would run into, which something like, I guess one of the big things that happens a lot is let's say you have a cube or something and you're working on it and you're scaling it and rotating it and whatever, but you're doing it all in object mode, and so then by the time you realize what you've been doing, or you don't, first of all, you don't even realize that this is considered wrong if you're doing mesh modeling, because now when we try to do a bevel or something, the bevel goes crazy, right? Like, what kind of stupid bevel is that? And so, but as a student, you're like, I didn't do anything wrong, I was just rotating and scaling, why is it doing that? So either we need to have a warning that says, hey, you're scaling in object mode, that's probably not what you want, or that's going to affect your bevels and stuff. Or the other option would be to just make it foolproof, so that even if you are scaled in object mode, the bevel ignores that scale and does a regular bevel by itself. So in my opinion, I think it would be even better if it's foolproof, where the bevel just ignores the scale and it does a normal bevel. So what I'm talking about, if a normal bevel, is if we go Control A and apply the scale here. So wait, actually let me first bring up the settings here. So this is the scale of our object. It's 321.3, and that's what's that 21 there, that long side, is what's causing that really stretched bevel. So if we go Control A and apply the scale, which basically resets it all to normal, now here our scale is 111, and now when we do the bevel, oops, well, it should work, but I don't know why it's not liking that. Let me do this again. Okay, so if we scale this really long, so now when we look at it, we have a very long Y scale. If I try to bevel it, it's going to be very stretched out in the Y direction. Now if I go back to object mode, Control A, reset the scale, now we're back to 111, and now when I try to bevel, now we get a normal bevel. So my suggestion is, I think instead of expecting the student to keep track of that and switch back and forth and resetting their scales all the time, I think a more foolproof way would be that the bevel tool itself ignores this object scale. So it would take that into account and compensate for it and give you a regular bevel at all times, like even if the object scale is off. So I don't know, that's because I mean, it would be good to have a warning. It would be better to have a warning so that so that you know what you're doing. But even better is that you don't need a warning, because the thing will fix it for you and you don't have to think about it. You don't have to explain it. Nobody's going to be confused. Because I can't think of a situation where you would want to do a bevel like this. I mean, and even if you did want to do a bevel like that, you could by just selecting this and stretching it out. But I mean, this is a lot less common than this, I think, in terms of what you're trying to do. Anyway, that's my little mini rant for today. Oh boy. Let's see. Rune says, what is your take on the new McLaren Speedtail? Let's see. I'm gonna have to be careful here because I think I know this guy. I think this was done by an Art Center guy named Alex. I think. I'm not sure. He works at McLaren. But I don't know him that well, so I can say whatever I want. Let's see. This actually looks kind of like the Supra thing, the front. Let's see. I mean, a lot of cars have this now. It's very, I guess, it's just happening a lot for some reason. Where see this like little corner thing? Let me find a better picture. What's the actual car called? Here it is. So, see that? Oop, oop. That corner right there. And then let's look at this one. Boop, boop. Same corner. I mean, a lot of cars have this now. It's a little bit generic, but it looks very smooth. It's cool. It's really fish-like. It's like yeah, it looks aquatic, definitely. But then the back does not look very aquatic. I think the side definitely looks like a dolphin or a fish or something. It's kind of cool. And I like the little the two-part side windows. That's awesome. But then I don't know about the back though. It's pretty dramatically long. And I'm sure this is like an aerodynamic thing or whatever they're doing here, but I think it's a little bit plain, and also how low it goes is a bit weird. The proportions are strange, but maybe that's strange in a good way. I'm not sure. I feel like, I mean, normally cars in the back they'll be a lot higher up, like maybe around here. And then all of this stuff in here is, I don't know. I wouldn't expect this kind of a car because everything is so fishy and like fluid and aquatic and round and slippery looking. Yeah, it looks like a wet dolphin or something. And then back here, it's more like a robot, like the Terminator or something. And I would have expected it to be a little more, I guess, sensitive and consistent with what's going on in the rest of the car, maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think of this car? McLaren Speedtail. I like this. Sketch is neat. I like this sketch more. I feel like, you know, because here they're treating it like, okay, the underside of the car is only a diffuser and whatever business we have to take care of, and then just like almost a hint of a light. It's like the light just is kind of ephemeral, I guess, or I don't know. But then this one, the real version is a little bit more substantial back here, and I feel like it could have been lighter in here. I don't know what I'm saying. They need to have a space for the license plate anyway, so yeah, of course. Duh. What am I saying? Okay, so then it's got these weird flaps here. What are these? Do they like fold up or something? Is it like the Gina right here? I don't know. I like this one. I like this McLaren more, I think. Ooh. Let's see. The only thing that annoys me a bit of pop-up is that they appear superimposed on the object. It would be good to appear without overlapping the object. Well, I mean, yeah, that's true, but that is also the benefit of the pop-up is that it's close to your mouse, so it's like the benefit and the disadvantage, I guess, is that it blocks. But to be honest, as long as it's off to the side, I mean, it pops up at the corner of your mouse. I mean, a compromise would be if it popped up like maybe it starts over here. Maybe it starts off like a little bit to the side. But I think that's a good trade-off, because also as soon as you come off of it, it disappears, so I think that's nice. Let's see. Is the palette of colors in the hands of a creator? Yeah. Maybe it could be offset more to the side. Why did I squish that bug? I'm sorry, bug. You lived a good life. Let's see. Darian says, it would be cool if the viewport shift is darker around selected when in sub-object mode, like with a darkened layer, and then shifts back to normal when in object mode. That's a good idea, like some kind of indication that so you can tell when you're in object or faces mode. So let me see. Let's check how it works right now. So we're in object mode. I mean, you can tell you're in object mode, or the only way really to tell is that the outline looks a little bit different. But then, I mean, I guess that's a good indicator, but then also it would be good to have an even stronger indicator for people starting out, because like you could even just have like a red dot in the corner that says object mode, something like that. Or yeah, darken the background when you're in sub-object mode. That makes sense, because when you're in sub-object mode, you want to focus in on this one object, and then everything else should sort of fade into the background a little bit. That's a really good idea. And then, okay, so then the video, they say it should be a teardrop, and it has a center seat on web browser version. I don't know, Sienna, sorry. Way to get a chat overlay? I'm not sure. This thing doesn't rotate to make the airflow better. Oh yeah. Is this the let's look it up. I'm not too familiar with Peugeot, but oh yeah, here we go. That's some straight fire. Some 90s goodness. That's not bad. It's easy on the eyes. Okay, let's see. But yeah, I don't know. Lately I've been thinking more about the interface and trying to get things working that way than the art itself, which is a bit weird. I feel like I'm just doing art stuff to test out the tools now, which is dope. Hi, Charlie. Hey, Ramon. Yeah, let me try to find a real insect here. Mm. Sorry if you're creeped out by this stuff. Let's see how many people we lose as soon as we start looking at. Ooh, is that a bug sandwich? Hey guys, what's up? Ooh. Okay, here we can do a chicken first, and then we'll do some bugs. Oh man, you know what would be awesome is if we could drag and drop to dang it, drag and drop images right in there. But oh well, it's okay. So let's see, I would need to make a new grease pencil object. So I don't have that mirror. Ooh. I should try to do cuter versions. So here's the realistic version, and then let's do a cute version. Cute things have little feet and little features. Right? Is that how it works? And then he probably has like wings here. It's my masterpiece. This is why I don't draw cute stuff. It usually ends up being scary. Like, what is wrong with this chicken? There's something very wrong with this chicken. Oh god, wait. Let me see. Oh no, he looks like a potato. What? Oh no. What am I doing? I should stick to cars and robots. What if we, well, we have the ability to select stuff and move it around, right? Right. He's really fat, huh? And we could put a big chubby worm instead of these realistic worms. Look, wait, there we go. I've been really liking this you hold Alt and drag middle mouse, and you can get different views. So I think that's really cool. I'm gonna, because usually I had a views pie that would let you switch to different views, but I think this is better. It's better than the pie, actually. Well, I don't know. I'm testing it. I'll see if it's better. And we need a worm. Big chunky worm. I think it'll be just one. And he's sneaking around. You have to practice your ellipses by drawing cute worms. And this worm, usually when you see worms, cartoon worms, they're always happy about something, but I don't think this one should be happy. He should be freaked the fuck out right now. And maybe we can bring him in a little bit. No. It's kind of hard to see his face back here. I think it needs to be simpler. Or maybe bigger? Does he have a bigger face? Oh, why does it do that? Okay, good enough. What do you think of that? It's my masterpiece. Oh, wait, why won't it let me get rid of this? What? 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 Oh, here's another one that's annoying. When you switch to a certain brush, let's say I'm using a brush here, and then I erase a little bit, and then I switch back to the pencil and I try to draw, but then I make a mistake, and if I undo right here, it switches me back to the eraser, which is not good. This undo should not, I feel like undo should not take into account tool switches. It should ignore tool switches. And actually Photoshop does this too, and it drives me crazy. I hate that. I don't know if you guys run into that problem also. That's the little things, you know? The little tiny annoying death by a million cuts UI shit. Oops. Oh no. What have I done? Okay, there we go. Where is this? No, not that one. Let me see what's going on in here. What's going on in the chats? Oh shoot. Okay, let's see what's going on here. It would be so cool to see a machine decal machine stream. Yes, I need to play with that tool. It looks pretty awesome. Yeah, you guys should check out Machine if you haven't. He makes some really good Blender tools. Let's see. Oops. Yeah, look up Machine. Like that. And he has a lot of really cool tools in here. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see. It was built and designed by Pininfarina. Oh, okay. The Peugeot was rejected. Interesting. Have you seen Jama's work with 2.8? Yes, I have seen his work. I've been following his stuff for a while now, because he's a pretty big name in the concept art industry. So, and he's always trying out new tools like VR stuff and now Blender, and yeah, it's great. He's always like next. He's always a step ahead of the game. He was doing 3D coat stuff for a while also. I'm blendering in 2.8, making an extruder for my 3D printer. Ooh, cool. 3D printers are so tough to tune. It's like such a time-consuming hobby. I love it. You should be able to try putting them on your desktop. Putting who on my desktop? What? Wait, did I miss something? I probably missed something. Tried to drag and drop a model to Blender and was disappointed that it didn't fire up the import. Well, regular blend files are drag and droppable now, at least, so you can. How does it work? I mean, they just added that in, so maybe they'll add in the other, like import, export, drag and drop soon. But I'm glad that they added a regular drag and drop. Boop 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 boop. Pininfarina is the designer of Ferrari Testarossa. Yes, they are a great design studio. And they also make cell phones and refrigerators. Did you guys know that? Let's see, Pininfarina. I think the Pininfarina cell phone is kind of funny. Let's see. I'm probably spelling this incorrectly. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Check it out. It's the Ferrari of cell phones right here, everybody. This is for the discerning Ferrari man with the Ferrari hat, the Ferrari shoes, the Ferrari sunglasses. What else do they have? Pininfarina refrigerator. Oops. Do they have one? I thought they did. Maybe not. Never mind. Do they have a piano? I feel like they would have a piano. Is this the piano? Maybe they don't. Oh, but Peugeot has a piano. There we go. That's pretty cool. I love when car companies decide that they think that they can design anything now, and then they'll like design a bicycle or something, and it comes out all wacky. Let's see. It's so cute. It has yet to hatch from its egg. On the right looks pretty pissed off. I think, well, okay, I think the big eyes and big heads, it depends, because I think for Asian countries, it's small eyes and big bodies, like what would we call it? Like even just Hello Kitty or whatever. I guess Hello Kitty has a big head, but they have like small spaced apart eyes, or like little dots for eyes. But then yeah, Western cartoons will have the big eyes. I've been liking the emoji action actually from Facebook and stuff. The emojis are getting pretty cute lately. Yesterday I walked into crazy music. Today I walked into potato birds. Yep, these are some big chubby potato birds today. Alright, I should probably move this around. Well, he's about to get chubbier after he eats this one. Oops. Oh no. Oh no, please don't. No. We were drawing bison the other day. That was fun. Oh, we're trying to get a bison going here. Oxer, yes, I have checked. I know Drama Jurabev stuff. He's awesome. While in Grease Pencil, after you select your lines, can you toggle which axis you want to rotate on? Yeah, you can. You could. I mean, it's the same way as regular rotating. So if we select, oops, let me go to edit mode. Select this guy. We could rotate it on Z, just RZ, or RX, RY, and also the rotate 90 pi works. So if we rotate 90 on Z, or we can rotate 90 on X, and rotate 90 on Y. Oh no, it's Kirk. He's been lurking all along. Damn it. Jesus. Okay. Just discovered his work. I think next year I will try some renders like he did using grease pencil. Some binding. In the future, a deep learning algorithm will recognize the grease pencil shapes and rebuild 3D versions of them. That would be cool. Although, that would also be pretty frightening if... Oh god. It would be so wobbly and weird. Demo shown by Google already has this possible. Okay. Interesting. Need to look that up. I was referring to drag and drop of images, but it looks like the version I'm using does not have import as planes working. Oh, yeah. Still waiting on a lot of those nice features. Sketch to 3D, there was a software written as a university. Yeah. Let's do bison here. Why does this keep... Oh, I know why. I don't have my auto hotkey. So guys, here's another little tip. If you have if you want to keep a window on top at all times, there's this program called auto hotkey. It's a really powerful program. You can like remap your whole keyboard, remap your mouse and stuff, and make macros and scripts. But anyway, so this script is called always on top, and it makes it so that like let's say we have some window here, like the chat, and I want to make it always on top. I just go control here, right? And then, oops. Wait, what did I do? Sorry, I'm an idiot. 1 second. Okay. So now this one should stay on top. Yeah. So no matter what we do back here, this one will stay on top. So what are we doing? Let's do a bison here. But I'm gonna do like a cartoon bison, I guess. There's a pretty big hump on the back, and then damn it. I hate drawing on the computer. Why am I doing this? Hmm. I'm drawing with a tablet right now. And yeah, I've seen Goro Fujita. I saw him at CTN I think it was last year or the year before, and got to talk to him a little bit about his VR stuff. And he said that he's basically treating it like he is a science experiment. He's like patient number 0 with VR, because he's using VR all day, every day, like at least 8 hours a day. So if he starts to get sick or like gets cancer or something, he's definitely gonna be patient 0 for VR. He's trying to be like the person who uses VR the most in the world, which is an interesting idea. But yeah, he seems pretty dedicated to the whole idea, and it's cool. Man, I can't draw for shit. What is this? Bisons have very like woolly dicks, you know? And they actually have a little like a bushel on the end of them. It's kind of like that. Let's see, he should be more bushy down here too, in general, I think. A bit more bushy. Maybe let's try thickness. Oh. So how come some are thicker than others, I wonder? Normalize? Oh, okay, normalize like ignores, I guess, whatever pressure that you had applied previously. Seems like custom curve. Oh, very nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn, that's cool. Oh, damn. Oh, man. Holy moly. That's quite fancy. Oh, yeah. Looks like ink. Cool. Oh wow, so if you make it thick all the way at the end, it totally looks like an ink blot. Ooh. Oh yes. Excellent. We shall use this brush from now on. Yes. The ink blot. Oh, I bet Lip would like this. I don't know if Lip is in here. Lip would be all over this. See what happens when you press all the buttons? Good things happen when you press all the buttons. There is a stigma against pressing all the buttons, I feel like. At least in, I feel like in school they tell you to make sure you read the instructions first and you know exactly what it is that you're pressing and what it does, but I could see how that's useful for, you know, if we're in the Cold War and we're preparing nuclear devices and stuff, but for 3D art, I think it's better to just press all the buttons and see what they do. He's like a emo moose. I mean emo. This is not a moose, this is a bison. A moose way. Oh, damn. Struck by lightning. Wow. Oh. Moose shed their antlers. I didn't know that. Whoa. That's a statue, right? Yeah. They are big though. Oh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I like this one. It's trying to be pretty. Yeah, and I guess if you guys want to join in, feel free. I mean, usually it's a little more structured if we were doing this, but actually we're almost out of time here anyway. Okay, let me move this stuff. Let's see, if I'm trying to do a cute one, I think that's already too complicated. Maybe simpler, like... how can we simplify this shape? It's like that. But I feel like this is too one-to-one. It's sort of just drawing the moose exactly as it is. It's got this kind of sitting for a portrait look. Hey, actually, I'm curious to see what you guys would do if you making a cartoon version of this. So if you're watching and you want to join in, we actually have the little Morning Guts album for drawings. If you guys want to, let me see. Is the link down there somewhere? View on watch page. Where's the link? Oh, the link's not there. Okay, I'm gonna post the link here if you want to join in and draw, because I'm curious. Okay, there it is. It's a Google album where we collect drawings and share them. But I think I have trouble with cartoony stuff or cute stuff. I'm always getting too complicated and like overthinking it. That's not good. I don't like the head either. Oh god, I don't like this whole drawing. What about treating his head like a triangle? Oh god. I like where this is going. Oh god, this is so creepy. No. I don't know why he has 5 on one side and 4 on the other, but there we go. Oh god. This is way better than the last one. Okay. That's more like it. That's what I went to school for. It's that design training showing through, finally. I knew it was worth it, all in the end. I hope whoever designed that McLaren is watching this stream so that by the end of it he can be like, oh wow, that guy's an idiot. He does look very happy. I mean, he looks happy. He looks like he's posing for a calendar or something. Sexy Mooses 2018. God, this is so dumb. No, it's very creepy. Very creepy. Okay. Alright, well. I think that's enough, enough moose drawing for today. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. And, just add in a couple little garnishes here. Maybe these are not really necessary. Maybe not. Keep it simple. It's better simple, I guess. Okay, guys. Well, I don't know. If anybody's uploading to the drive? I'll just give it a little check in case. But. But if not, I will. Oh yeah, and please remember to leave a little. Oh wait, that's not it. Oh, this is a 3D print of the bunny bot that I was working on, but I never finished. Boop. And here's a leg of the bunny bot. But where are we? I'm lost. And once again, I am lost. Where's Morning Guts? And we have no donkeys or mooses. But that's okay. I guess I was just talking today. But anyway. Oh yeah. So let's oh yeah, can you guys please leave a little likey or dislike, whichever one's better. I don't know if it's, yeah, leave a dislike. It's better. And then what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So we're doing a Blender class coming up in it's going to start November 14th, but it's just going to be a really short run with a small class. It's going to be, I think it's about 5 or 6 people right now, and it's online streaming, online class, and 7 weeks long, and we're running through all the basics of Blender through to like making a spaceship and stuff like that. But if you guys want to check that out, I think it's pretty much full for this this session, but I think I'm gonna do it again in the future if this one goes well. So if you want to check out what that class looks like, here, I'll just share it with you. So yeah, that's, I guess, what's happening now in terms of class stuff, and we'll see how it goes. It's my first time doing an online class, so I'm excited. And then let's see. But yeah, I think we're filled up for that session right now. Cool. Alright. Oh, the price is on there too. It's $700 for 7 weeks. So here we go. Ooh, we got a very beautiful and round-headed, round-antlered moose. He kind of looks like an octopus also. Interesting. And Burbank. What program is this? Is this like Painter or something? That's really cute. He looks extremely happy to see us. He's smiling. Cool. I like that, the paper texture on there. So yeah, Sienna, it works. It would be live, so the people that are in it, we're meeting at 1 p.m. PST, and but there's, I think, a couple people are in Europe, so it's different time zones, but we're doing 1 p.m. PST, and then probably gonna record it also, and try to offer some kind of a like pre-recorded version of it in the future too. But that's the plan. I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on for the future. But anyway, oh, that's Procreate. I didn't know that they had paper textures in there. Cool. Procreate's awesome. Alright guys, well, thanks for tuning in again. And I hope this was interesting. See you guys next time, and have a good rest of your day.